Hello there, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you could make it. Of course, this is the second part of my favorite albums of the year. Kind of switching genres everywhere here, so I hope you stick around. There's some prog in here, there's core in here, there's black metal, etc, etc. It goes everywhere, so really diverse list. I hope you enjoyed the first part of it. I will leave a link in the description to the first part of this year list, so you can enjoy what I have to say about the numbers 11 to 20. So this is the top 10. Yeah, where to start, guys? The number 10, of course. This is an album I was participating already in the beginning of the year because it was released in February, I think, around my birthday actually. But it took a while to pick this album up. But I have their previous album, I really enjoyed it. After that, they released more singles towards the release of this album, and it's so. I thought I had managed to have that album. It's a band founded by Logan Mader and Lauren Hart. It's the band Once Human, and this is their new album Scar Weaver. Fantastic, groovy, melodic death, I think you could call this. Fantastic stuff, guys. Really great stuff. If you know the work of Logan Mader, and then you know what he writes killer stuff. Although I think the other members contributed a lot to it as well. Fantastic metal band. The singer Lauren Hart is also a really diverse voice. She can growl like an animal, but she has also pretty decent clean vocals on here. I was really surprised. There are a lot more clean vocals on this album than on the previous album. So yeah, it's really more diverse. The riffs are strong, great melodies on here. Fantastic album, and how longer the album listens, the better it gets. Definitely there are a lot of good tracks towards the end as well, so it doesn't get any boring. Yeah, awesome stuff here. This is a nice digipack. I can show you guys this a bit better because there's not full on it yet, because I'm still listening this a lot lately, so I decided to put that on in after I give it more spins and file it away in the collection. This is an album that I haven't shown yet in my collection update, so it is here, so it will be not appearing in future collection updates. There are a couple of those albums in my year list. Yeah, sometimes that happens that you don't come around to show anything. So yeah, but it's a fantastic album, guys. You could definitely go check it out. Yeah, really great band. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Once Human with Scar Weaver on number 10. Number 9 is the new Queensryche Digital Noise Alliance. Yeah, fantastic album, guys. Again, this is the 4th album with Todd Latour on vocals, and with him in the band instead of Jeff Tate. It definitely brings a lot more inspiration, and the sounds definitely sounds more Queensryche than the last albums with Jeff Tate did. So yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, phenomenal album. Definitely great stuff. My favorite track on this album is probably Tormentum. Fantastic track. Go check that one out. Definitely has a lot of. It's a longer track on the album, one of the last ones. If you have the normal version, it's the last track. Definitely has a lot of the whole album in itself. So it's definitely a good image of the album. It's a fantastic album, guys. if like early Queensryche until Promised Land, from different eras, from the early albums, inspiration in this album, and it definitely sounds like a Queensryche album, and that's why I enjoy this album so much, because it's definitely my favorite wheelhouse there from this band. Don't say I wouldn't like a later work, but I definitely have my preferences. So great album. Then of course the new Evergrey on number 8, A Heartless Portrait, the Orphean Testament. Yeah, fantastic follow-up to the album they did last year. So it's really quickly for the band to release another album, but this band from Sweden delivers a lot of quality here. Evergrey is a progressive metal band, but in a darker vein and a bit less, yeah, not that over wankery prog, just more straightforward, but still has a prog edge to it. Great vocalist, has to be said once again, and definitely one of my favorite singers there is. Great voice, definitely worth checking out, guys, and I'll always love their artwork. It looks so phenomenal. Fantastic album. Go check out the new Evergrey, A Heartless Portrait. Next up, a band that was actually recommended to me by someone in the reaction videos I do. I checked a couple of songs out with the reaction videos, and I really enjoyed this band. Yeah, fantastic, compact songs, catchy, and heavy enough for a 3-piece. The only guitar, vocals, and drums. It's so heavy. Really good stuff here. This is the new one from Future Palace. This is an album called Run, and this is a band from Berlin, Germany. And the music is kindly described as post-hardcore, female vocal, but she has some edge to the vocals. Great clean vocals, but also has that scream, hardcore scream. Fantastic vocalist. I really enjoyed spinning this album. It's really good, and I'm really thankful for all the requests always in my reaction videos, because you can discover a lot of things, and as you guys can see, sometimes you think this discovery is so great that it ends up in your year list and even on place 7. So it does really something good here. Fantastic album. Run by Future Palace. Next up, of course, the new Infected Rain. Of course, it's in my year list. I love that band from Moldova. Fantastic band. Yeah, most of the time they can't do any wrong with me. This is definitely, I think this is the 5th album, and every time they keep surprising with some new elements, new kind of vocal line, or a really nice riff or whatever. It's so good, this band. And yeah, since they have this lineup, it's so steady and gets better and better, and they always try something new. They also always use some electronic elements and stuff like that, and it definitely comes out through here. There's a lot of emotion in here, and I love emotive music. Great stuff. This is fantastic album. Can't wait to see these guys and girl again live. I've seen them once live and they kick ass, and definitely looking forward to see them again. Yeah, Infected Rain on number 6 here. Fantastic. Then again, another album I haven't shown yet, but was already on my radar, and I've seen people react to the new songs from them as well. Yeah, so I've decided to have to must have this album, and I listened to it in complete picture. And but this band lately does is blowing me away with so fast, furious stuff, emotive, technical, but still a punch in the face. It's so. I'm talking about the new Lorna Shore. This is the album called "The Pain Remains." It's the newest album. They already released an EP in end of last year, I think. I fucking love that one, and they finally came up with a new EP, of a new EP, new album. Sorry. Great stuff. Like I said, an emotional journey. It's so good. The guitar work, it just chills. Those melodies and that drum work of Austin. It's so furious, technical. It's over the moon, so good. And then the vocals of Will Ramos. I don't know where he gets it all from, but what he does with his voice is fucking not normal. The deepest growls from the pits of hell until the most tortured screams ever heard, and all in between. And he's switching, he's tunneling, he's fry screaming. He does a lot of, it's. I don't know where he gets it from. I once saw a video from the charismatic voice. That's a YouTuber who does also a lot of reaction videos. Fantastic channel, by the way. If you love reaction videos, go sub to her. She is an opera singer and definitely knows what she's talking about in vocal wise. And she did look in the throat while he was singing, and it's so interesting what this guy does with his voice. It's really sick. Anyways, fantastic album, guys. This is full of emotion here. Definitely is a lot of grief in here. Sun Eater, fantastic track. Soulless Existence, which is one of my favorites as well. Apotheosis, Wrath, and then the last three tracks, which are the title track, divided in three parts. Pain Remains. Go look up the videos for that, because it's so fantastic, well composed, one big epic thing. And the video is really complementary to the music as well. It's so emotive, and painful for some people even as well. I saw someone reacted to one of the videos, and she just bursted out in crying. There's so much emotion. And I love this spot gloss here. That's also very cool. So if you haven't checked that out yet, the band name there. Anyways, fantastic album, guys. Definitely recommend it if you're symphonic, deathcore. Definitely has a black metal edge here and there as well. But overall, it's really technical, fast, melodic, emotive deathcore. It's really good. There definitely are the breakdowns there, but they're not overly done. Let's put it that way. It's not one constant breakdown. There's diversity. There's melodic parts. It's so good, guys. Check out the new Lorna Shore. Then an album that's also released not so long ago. It's a new Droot. All Belong to the Night. Fantastic. Black metal here. Atmospheric black metal on Place 4. This is a band from the Ukraine. Long active band. But this is so good, guys. Again, I love emotion in music, and definitely the last two tracks, November, track 2 and 3, sorry, Windmills and November, are so good. Nocturnal 1 is also great. It's the first track, and like I said in the other video, the last track closed it off so well. Eastern Season Mist, another great black metal album here. Somehow Ukraine and all those eastern countries do a lot of riders. Croatia, Moldova, Ukraine, a lot of those countries, and there's a lot of great music coming from there, and yeah, this album definitely shows it as well. So I'm really glad to have this album. Fantastic, go check it out. Then the top 3, and there's of course one album in there that I haven't shown yet. Once again, there are 3 in this list, so it's pretty big, and the previous list was also 1, so 4 new albums actually haven't shown, so actually it's pretty sick. But anyways, this is new Korea Mirage. Again, a Season of Mist album. Wow, they're doing something great there, that label. Anyways, again, fantastic black metal. This is a band from Portugal. Yeah, fantastic stuff, guys. Again, a motive. The vocalist of this band makes the difference, together with the great riffs, of course. Emotive, and just variations are not super big in his scream, but there are the nuances that make it emotion bigger, and he does that really great, and doesn't get boring in any way. Like I said, the riffs are fantastic as well, great songs, great atmosphere. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this band. I have the previous album as well, and they just continue the journey what they were beginning with. Fantastic stuff. Live they have this kind of mask as well. Somebody else said that in his year list, and that's correct. I think the only difference is that are black instead of gold. But yeah, fantastic stuff. Go check out Korea if you not have heard this album yet. Then the top 2, and that's the 2 albums I listened to the most and were most challenging each other to get the number 1. 2 great bands. Can't say anything bad about it. Definitely bands that do something different, try to experiment. Yeah, let's go talk into with them, each band. First up is the new Mesa, number 2. This is the album Close, which is the band's 3rd album in the discography, and this is definitely their best album so far. Not that the other 2 are bad, but this one got so much plays during the year. This is a band I really thought it would be really high in my year list, and it was correct. Fantastic. This is of course a doom metal band, but only saying this is doom is way short. There are so many other influences in this, and that's make this album so interesting. And yeah, it's the album one of the albums I enjoyed most. Like I said, yeah, I talked about it, praised this a lot during the year on Instagram, but also on my channel. Yeah, fantastic. Mesa, band from Italy, great female vocal, really good singer. Definitely has music has definitely more influence than doom. Like I said, it's progressive, and folky, yes, there are jazz elements, there are more things than only doom, guys. This is definitely a band doing something different, and that's why I like it so much. It's not that standard typical stuff, it's something new to discover, and yeah, phenomenal album, Mesa with Close. And then the number 1, could you guess it? I've talked about this a lot as well. Well, no? What about this one? White Ward with False Light. Just take a look at the artwork. Suck it in. Yeah, seen that. Then this is a band from the Ukraine. Again, an Eastern European band. But this album, guys, it's so different, so original. So of course there are elements that all the bands use as well, which are recognizable, but they do something different with it. Of course it's atmospheric black metal, but again a lot of other elements: doom metal, death metal, prog, jazz, um, there's a lot of stuff in here going on. Saxophone is on here. It's really different stuff and brings you in different atmospheres. And it's an album I enjoyed the most this year. Definitely worth checking out if you want to discover a new black metal band and want to hear something it is not standard. Take a look at it and let me know what you think, guys, because this is, and take the time to appreciate it, to get to know it really well, listen it to preferably with headphones, and good ones as well, and enjoy this journey, because this is definitely a band that deserves more attention. I think this is their third album or third release, but I'm looking forward what they're gonna do next. I keep an eye on these guys because it's so phenomenal, and if they keep up this pace, this great tracks, great sounds, then it's definitely one of my favorite bands in the future years. Fantastic album, White Ward with False Light. So that's my top 10, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about these releases. I want to know your opinion, and of course I will leave some links in the description so you can listen to these bastards. So that's it, guys. Thank you again, once again, for all the support. If you want to see the first part of my year list, I will put that as well in the description. Some videos coming up. I'm doing my best, and let's keep this ball rolling, guys. Thank you for watching. See you guys next video. Cheers.